Second Thessalonians is saying the same thing that Revelation 13. What is the mark of the beast? Because if you take the mark, you're going to go into eternal damnation. Second Thessalonians explaining to you a little more easier. Read that again, Iuic.
And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness.
So this man would deceive us with sin. Go ahead.
In them that perish.
In them destined to perish.
Because they receive not the love of the truth.
Because you receive not God's laws and commandments. Go ahead.
That they might be saved.
That you might be saved, brothers. That you might be saved, sisters. Come on.
And for this cause.
And for this reason, because you reject the commandments,
God shall send them strong delusion.
You're going to believe everything this white man tells you. Go ahead.
That they should believe a lie.
You're going to believe every lie he's told you.
That they all might be damned.
Be what?
Be damned.
Be what?
Be damned.
That's eternal damnation. That's the lake of fire. Go ahead.
Who believe not the truth.
Because you didn't want to keep God's laws, his commandments, your fate is sealed.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Ruach HaKodesh, and double honors to the elder apostles and the bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom to the other elders and brethren. Shalom to the elect. Anyway, real quick, this was a short intro so I can go into this video. Bishop Nathaniel has managed to link 2 Thessalonians 2 with Revelation 13, which is fine. But we're going to show you where he goes off, and really it goes against what he teaches. He says because of the sin is like the mark of the beast. This is what he's saying. But there's going to come a time, I think I'm going to get Revelation 2 and 10 as well. I think I'm going to get that as well. Because what are we going to show you in the lesson? I'm going to go into maybe some old Bible, maybe some commentary, look up some words. I don't know. But wearing your fringes will not save you in the day of the mark of the beast. I guarantee it. It's your faith in the Messiah that's going to save you. Right? So let's go to Revelation 13. I'm going to just jump to the point. Let me see if I can jump. I'm going to jump to 14. And deceiveth them. It's 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles. Now we notice what miracles, right? You have a lot of technology. People are being deceived right now. You know, a lot of people, I'm older, so I used to come up knowing everybody's phone number in the top of my head. But now, with the cell phones, it's all doing everything for you. We used to have to get up and turn the television knob when I was younger. You know, there was no remotes. There was no CDs. You know what I'm saying? Well, now chips. But out of convenience breeds more slavery because you become more accustomed to a system, right? But anyway, which he had the power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image of the beast, which had a wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life to the image of the beast. And Bishop Nathaniel says this is Hollywood. I don't know. It's all kinds of different theories with that they have, right? That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Now, this is what I'm also going to link, right, to Revelation 2 and 10. So remember that. And we're going to go into, I don't know, Revelation 2 and 2 Thessalonians. We'll put it all together. But remember, it talks about him working the miracles. So he calls it both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or forehead. So I want to jump over here to the Wycliffe Bible. Then we're going to go back in the 2 Thessalonians and bring it together. Now, this Bible is in the 1300s. So the problem with English, the translations, every year a word means something else. This is why we got the word world with 18 different definitions. I think it's 18. It might be 25 now. Right? The world of the alphabet people, you know. let's go to 16. And he shall make small, great, rich and poor, free men and bondmen to have a character in their right hand. It says right hand, or either their foreheads, and no man might buy. Right? So we look up this word character, and this is very crucial not to look at one word and assume it means something else without getting proper understanding of that word. So we go here to character. Here we go, online etymology. It says character, a symbol branded on the body. Now you can go into different translations of different Bibles. It'll tell you the same thing. Right? It says, it wasn't until later it was changed to a character, like this person is a character, which, you know, when you look at like a cartoon character, that was actually scribing, a drawing, you know what I'm saying? Then people start acting like that and they would say, oh, that's a character, right? But the original character was a physical etch or sketch, right? Character, symbol imprint on the soul, right? Symbol imprint on the soul, properly instrument for marking, right? Karoxen, to engrave. So we know your soul where it is. You know what I'm saying? Karoxen, right, means to engrave. For karox, a pointed stake, like that car, that SUV called the Palisade. That's what that is, right? So, and then it goes on to different etymologies or whatever, pre-Greek. But this word we see in Revelation 13 strictly means something physical. So we go right here. I know we go over this a lot, but just for some of you who may not know, let's go to the word mark, charagma. When you look at mark in Revelation, Romans 16, when it says mark them that cause a vision, that means scope. Different mark. We go down here. It says a stamp, an imprint, mark. They just don't want to admit that we're right. This is why they shy away from it. Now there's groups now that are starting to admit, well, it could be a stamp, imprinted mark, stamp, mark on the forehead, right hand, mark branded upon horses. You get the point. You know, you get the point. A pale or stake. Palisade. Oh, there we go. Just like that SUV. I didn't know I was going to say that. A palisade. Pales. Stones. You get the point. So what I want to do now is jump to 2 Thessalonians 2 and about 9. Let's go to 8. Let's go to 7. For the mystery of iniquity, whence iniquity goes to lawlessness, doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. We're going to go into some commentary on that. And with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Now this man, Bishop Nathaniel, is closest to, he's like the most deceptive Israelite group. And this is why it's easy to get numbers with these guys. Not that we care about numbers, because Christians will say, well, as long as I can keep Jesus. That is another thing. This man, this Bishop Nathaniel says, well, the image of the beast is Caesar Borgias, but yet he's got the images right on his shirts. Somebody got to help me make that make sense. He's got Jesus Christ on his shirt, right? Christ, let me say that. And then he tells you, you can call him whatever you want. Now, you know damn well, in the ancient times, we were probably doing that. Merging with other gods. That's why he said, have no other God beside me. And what we would do is call the names of the other gods. You know that's what we were doing. And Ecclesiastes 1:9 said there's no new thing under the sun. So now we can go in the temple of Baal and say, hail Baal. We know you the Most High. This is crazy. We can call the Lord Satan. And with that ideology, then why do we even care about the image? This is crazy. It's madness. Right? All unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause, God shall send them strong delusions, that they shall believe a lie. What is the lie? He switches it and says the mark of the beast is the chip, is a strong delusion and a lie. This is what he's saying. But we're telling you the strong delusion is Jesus Christ and that image, or the idolatry of that name. Right? And to say that the mark of the beast is sin. Well, yeah. But it's a bigger picture than that. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to some online etymology. Because the mark of the beast is a physical thing. It's automatic sin when you accept it. Because what? You did not follow the first commandment. It says, in this text of 2 Thessalonians, it says deceivableness does not mean readiness to be deceived, but according to Old English usage, has an active meaning. The words include the expand the list just given in all a sham power, right? And signs and wonders. And in fact, in every iniquitous fraud. Let's look up iniquitous. I don't know if I have that. Unjust, wicked, iniquity, lawlessness. Right? Iniquity. Let's go on. Let's look up deceivableness, which goes to, let's see what it says.
Strong's G, 539. Apate.
Well, this says, what do you know? Deceitfulness. So I went into the Strong's. Delusion, G, 538. This is what it says. This cut you, Nate. To cheat, beguile, deceive, beguile, to trick you. And this is what's happened. This is what happened. You'll be beguiled into accepting that chip. It says compared to amuse, delusive, deceptive, right? And this is what the bigger issue, he talks about 2 Thessalonians 2, the son of perdition. Yeah, we know that, but there will be followers that are support, or let me say 501c3ers that are linked to the son of perdition. And that's where you could get your deception. That's why the Lord said, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. This is going to a more of an understanding of the truth. Meaning, there would be Israelites teaching to deceive you. And I can't understand with something of this magnitude that is, we know the technology is here. We know it's happening. How would somebody try to say, well, nah, that can't be it? So if you're saying that can't be it, then you accepting it. Or you leaving the door open for people to say, well, we know it ain't the mark of the beast, but if I got to eat, I'm going to take it anyway. This is the sickness in the mindset of Bishop Nathaniel. Anyway, that's all I have on that. Shalom.